Hey everybody, it's Sinvicta, and it is time to begin the Sinvicta Randomizer Sacred Heart Week here on the channel. Thank you all, Mosh Pit, for smashing the like streak goal at the first weekend of 2026. What a way to start off a new year with a new theme week and a new like streak goal that's absolutely been crushed. I will be revealing what the next like streak goal will be in a couple days once I decide what's going to be the next fun thing. It won't be a theme week. I can guarantee you that. So here is your screenshot of the day before we get started. Here, submitted on the Sinvicta subreddit by Anxious Pumpkin 8635. Title of the thread was episode 400 Cross-Eyed Heart, and then in the thread they also said, I paused this at the perfect time. Yeah, I would say so. It's little things like that that I don't normally notice in Isaac just because I'm just focused on just eliminating enemies. So whenever you see something goofy like that, especially if you look at the boss bar and it's like kind of like the lips being pursed or like maybe lipstick, yeah, it looks super goofy. So thank you very, very much, Anxious Pumpkin. All right, so here we go. We're going to hop on over to the Sinvicta Randomizer. Now, the Sinvicta Randomizer, of course, if you did not know already, is going to be, you can gain access to it. It actually goes up on the screen. Hello? It's low. There we go. I guess my internet's going crazy here. There we go. So if you have access, or if you wish to get access to the Sinvicta Randomizer, you can go check out the Patreon, patreon.com/Sinvicta. Sign up for the $5 tier that gets you lifetime access. It gets you guaranteed lifetime access to the mobile app as well, eventually when it does come out, whatever iteration that is going to be. And it gets you access pretty much within a couple days of joining the Patreon. So yeah, here we go. Let us start off a randomizer theme week. This is gonna be scary. Tainted Bethany to Mother and Angel's Advocate. Play as Tainted Bethany, defeat Mother at Corpse. Angel's Advocate, take every Angel Room item offered and never enter Devil Deals or take Devil Deal items. Well, that's interesting. But the thing is that worries me is doing a first lap Tainted Bethany to Mother run. And I'm hoping that if we can get lucky early with a very, very strong complement to Sacred Heart, this should be okay. So seed day, not that it really matters. 00 Alpha Tango, November Whiskey 40. I'm going to give myself Sacred Heart, and we're going to be on our way here. So, oh boy, hold on to your butts, Mosh Pit. Here we go. So we start off with Sacred Heart. We're playing as Tainted Bethany, which she uses red hearts to power up her passive, which is Let Me Get Down, or her spacebar item, whatever we end up finding. Hopefully it's going to be a soul heart generator. She can only get soul hearts. She's like Blue Baby, basically. She cannot get red hearts by any means. Instead, red hearts are converted to essentially what is energy for her. Think of one red heart. I think it's 2 pips on the passive active item or on her active item. And she's got some interesting synergies. We could be using Let Me Get Down in the Angel Room. I think that would be a smart idea. But I normally just kind of ignore. I normally kind of ignore Let Me Get Down. So this is interesting here with Tech 2 and Sacred Heart could be very, very strong. It does kill our tears rate, which is already not great, but the benefit here is that we gain homing as well as an infinite ranged attack that's piercing. So it's piercing homing. If we can get spectral, then we're in the money here. Yeah, so if we could get something like blank card Hierophant, that'd be perfect. Go check out here. So we basically cannot step foot in any Devil Deal whatsoever. We want to waste money here, I guess. I mean, even if he gives us an HP upgrade, it's just going to be a Soul Heart. So pretty expensive Soul Heart. I'm hoping for something different. Only costs us 6 cents, but still. Now I'm assuming, and I need to go back to that challenge here, because what happens if we get teleported into the Devil Deal? Because there's no such thing as a Devil Deal Preston unless I give myself Eucharist, and I already don't like the idea of giving myself a ton of items here, because of that we save that for the fun stream games here. Yeah, I am going to take a Speedball. So before we exit this, I'm going to switch back. Apologies about the pause. But I want to see what other house rules applies to Angel's Advocate. So description: take every Angel Room item offered and never enter Devil Deals or take Devil Deal items. That part's easy. You must take all Angel items offered survivably. You must not take Devil. Okay, so from any source, and that's the key part that I was looking for right here. Because what I was going to say is it'd be nice if we get Backstabber or something like that. And Backstab is not an exclusive Devil Deal item. A Devil Pool item. Dual Source, Duality Joker, Angel Joker, Devil Deal. If Joker, okay, so if we get teleported either by Joker or by Curse Chest, we must leave. You must opt for an Angel Precedent wherever possible. If there's no such thing as an Angel Deal Precedent, but yeah, I get what Brimmore's saying. Now, we didn't have to go to Alt Path right now, or on floor 1, but we do have to go there on floor 2 because it's going to be a first lap Mother run, and that's always going to be a danger in and of itself, not to mention with any kind of restrictions. Now, luckily, we got a little bit of a softball here with just avoiding Devil Deals altogether. But the reason why we have Sacred Heart is just because, you know, it's a little bit of the other end of the spectrum for some people that people who are saying, you know, there's a good portion of the mosh pit who say, you know, we don't want a challenge that's going to make you have less fun or is just brutal to watch. And we've never really done, as dumb as it sounds, we've never really done just a for fun theme week. But I do want to add a little bit of spice in there and just say, okay, well, let's use the randomizer and let's see what happens. So I think that this is going to be a very, very, very fun, hopefully fun, and a less stressful week than others. But with Sacred Heart, that helps out, obviously. So I wanted a little bit of fun and a little bit of danger, a little bit of scariness, because obviously we're still playing on the YouTube save file. And spoiler alert, I'm recording this on Saturday morning, so I've not seen the feedback of people saying that they probably don't care which save file it's on. But post them in the comments. So, but for right now, Burn Penny, For right now, we're just gonna take this as a randomizer week and just hope for the best. I have a little bit more faith in Sacred Heart keeping us safer through any of the craziness than if we didn't have Sacred Heart. These were just going to be just straight up randomizer runs. That would be less fun and more stressful, or that'd be less fun and more stressful for me personally, because some of the randomizer runs that we've seen have been brutal, and we've had a lot of signups too as well, signing up for the randomizer. So thank you all very much. Tainted Bethany, she's not one of my favorite characters, but it's only really because she can't get red hearts for cheap Devil Deals. But since that's kind of a moot point here, then it doesn't really matter. Look at Tech 2 doing some work here. We're going to obviously ignore the Devil Deal. And, all right, Alt Path, here we go. Oh, boy. We'll be fine. Be totally fine. Tech 2 Sacred Heart is good enough to take us through basically any floor. A nice little pickup here. But going up against an end game tanky boss like Mother that's a whole different ball game we're talking about now. We're talking about a boss that doesn't care if you have Sacred Heart or not. I mean, she's that tough. So we need to get some kind of, I mean, like our tears rate doesn't really matter that much. It does, but it doesn't matter that much. We need something like a Backstabber or Jacob's Ladder or something that's going to allow us to deal extra damage instead of just straight up physical, not physical, but you know what I mean. Instead of just straight up damage. Raw damage. That's the word I was looking for. the mother. So that's going to be important that we find at least another source, or just absolutely giga pump our damage, which is definitely possible with Sacred Heart. The White Flame is here. Scorpio, even though Scorpio is not a huge damage booster, it does give us poison, and that can whittle away some of the enemies here. Let's go see what. No, let's just go get the knife piece now. I don't feel like coming back up here. Luckily, the knife piece is right there, so it's not that big of a deal. That's like, it could not have been a shorter trip to get the knife piece. I love that. Now, one thing I will say for Randomizer Week here, with Sacred Heart being included in this, is that I'm adding a little bit of a caveat here. Because I was thinking about this, and I was wondering, in the unlikely scenario, or as George Carlin would say, in the unlikely event of a water landing. Well, what exactly is a water landing? In the unlikely event where we do accidentally re-roll ourselves here and we lose Sacred Heart, I will not be allowed to give myself Sacred Heart back. Whether act of God or just being dumb, I'm not allowed to reinstate Sacred Heart. So if I lose Sacred Heart by whatever means, if I accidentally take a blind item and it's missing no, or if we have like void or something and I accidentally void a blind D4, then tough taco. We gotta live with it. I am not allowed to give myself Sacred Heart back. Still looking for an angel deal. Zamir, does it sound somewhat similar to crashing into the ocean? Oh, George, the world needs you. The world has gone cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Let's go into the arcade here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take a nickel here. Still looking for our angel deal. The first time we've taken actual damage. Say, get on the plane, get on the plane. I say, F you, I'm getting in the plane. In the plane. Let Evel Knievel get on the plane. I'll be in here with you folks in uniform. There seems to be less wind in here. My favorite George Carlin bit. Him talking about flying on the airlines. Nice, good snipe there by the Locust of Death. Go. Okay, so Super Secret Room is most likely here. We should try to get into the shop if we can. But we need to have a Yave. It's not a golden pill. It's just a regular yellow pill. So we should get an angel deal here. We did. Another basic HP upgrade that's not going to help us out with soul hearts. And we'll take Hallowed Ground just because. Now I am going to bomb, and I'm going to bomb the angel statues because obviously holding onto the keys gives us more of a chance for an angel deal. But short of giving myself the Eucharist, if we get a devil deal as instructed by the handicap, I must just leave. I cannot linger. I cannot take any additional items that might give me a devil deal item. We have that mimic chest. I really don't like the idea of spending HP on a mimic chest, but this could allow us to gain access to our donation machine, which we then could get something interesting. Or we just won't get anything. That's fine too. So far, so good, but we need to start getting some damage items though, because this is going to be rough if we go fight Mother with what we've got right now. Our greatest strength right now is the fact that we have unlimited range. Tech 2 is our biggest supporter. Having it obviously combined with Sacred Heart is just the cherry on top. But we still need to maintain good stat ups. We need to get tears ups. We need to get movement speed. We need to get shot speed. We need to get damage. All that is going to heavily impact our ability. Why was it curving upward like that? Heavily impact our ability to take Mother out. And hopefully we'll be able to have a smooth ride, but we'll see. Whenever I look at Tainted Bethany, I always think that she has Ludovico. Her eyes kind of do the same thing, or at the very least, toothpicks. I can't be the only one who does that, right? Yeah, I think this week's gonna be a lot of fun. Sacred Heart provides a little bit of wackiness because it does help out with the challenges, and we don't know what kind of challenges we're going to be getting, obviously. But at the same time, the absolute madness that can be the randomizer app that's the big wild card in all this. Maybe we could buy the Trinket Smelter. Should buy this Yabe. And was that I don't think that was the third button. Death button here. The Trinket Smelter is going to allow us to basically give ourselves our trinket as a passive item. And that frees up our trinket slot for more trinkets, which we can then turn into more passive items. Having if we had a that's right, the third button's is near the mine. There we go. We go back down to base Bethany stats. I know some people enjoy the hard challenges of a theme week or a like streak goal. But I think that people who were kind of mid on this like streak, once you see what the possibilities of the randomizer, if you've not seen the randomizer app before, once you see the craziness that can happen with the handicaps, I think you're gonna have a lot of fun. I think people will underestimate just how cool this theme week is going to be. Obviously, coming off of the heels of one of the most popular theme weeks, which was Missing No Week. I think more people for Missing No Week. I think that more people enjoyed that more than I thought. I had underestimated how many people were actually just going to be just digging that entire week. And it was very, very popular. I think our most popular theme week ever was probably TM Trainer Week. I think. I can't remember all the theme weeks we've done, but I know that TM Trainer was extremely popular. All because of just the ridiculous nature of the challenges. But that's the thing, though, is that the randomizer has potential to have that level of spice on it. So I guess I could have diagonal walked there. I didn't realize the spikes were there. There we go. Flawless execution there on the Mother Run. You might be asking yourself, well, when are you going to use Let Me Get Down? Most likely in the Mother room. We're going to bank just all these red hearts. Hopefully I can find a good active item that's going to produce a soul heart. We get Great Gideon here. Hallowed Ground is going to at least allow us to deal increased damage to whatever waves Gideon decides to spawn for us. Obviously, I don't want to. There we go. That was a great shot by Mom's Knife. Oh, so you're just gonna force us to destroy the hallowed ground, aren't you? Okay, game. Remember, we gotta sacrifice some HP here to go down to the mausoleum. I'm hoping that we get just a good angel item. I hope we get an angel item. Revelation would be awesome. Godhead would be okay. Or we just don't get anything. That's fine, too. We do get a Tears upgrade, though, which is nice. The Boneheart is going to protect us a little bit that first hit. So we can't, even though we're Bethany, we cannot... The shop here? Good. Even though we're Bethany, we still... And we can pick up the Boneheart. It still is not something we can fill, unfortunately. Goes the darkness. Let's go into ye olde item room. I don't know how we're supposed to do this room here. There we go. I guess depression. Boink. We got the damage upgrade from Purity, which is nice. So it does stack very, very, very well with Sacred Heart. Now, if we can get another angel statue, either by way of the Sacrum Shuffle, which is probably not going to be something I'm going to pursue, or just by getting another angel deal, that will greatly increase the chance that we can get more angel deal items. I'm gonna bomb the Keeper here because I'm just trying to raise the possibility of us getting a deal. My ear is itching. Let's void, or not void. Let's trinket smelt the blank paper because that's going to allow me to have a chance anyway to proc the Polaroid invincibility. I honestly might give the negative a run here instead of the Polaroid, although, well, no, because we have to go fight Mother. The Polaroid only makes sense. There's a possibility we get teleport to the Devil Deal here. I'm going to wait until we fight the boss and then come back around, circle back around to that curse room. See if we can get some more soul hearts in there. Then we have Little Monstro. He's just here, you know? Good to see you, Little Monstro. Okay, well, I was expecting an HP upgrade, but not a soul heart. I'll take it. Gotta be careful of the red floating eyes there. So let's see if we can get an angel deal here, and then we'll double back and go see if we can get something out of those curse chests. Yeah, you're seeing though what I was talking about. Our greatest strength being Tech 2 here, not Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart definitely, of course, is huge. But we don't have the range if we were sitting back with just Sacred Heart here. And we got a Devil Deal, of course. So I'm just going to take the range upgrade. And we're going to fade the Devil Deal. I'm still going to open the Cursed Chest, though, because I want to see if we can get some more Soul Hearts. Yeah, we don't have to keep that. Hookworm is interesting because he gives us a Tears upgrade. What's happening there? You saw we got the Polaroid effect from us swallowing the, or smelting the blank page. Missing poster. It's not missing poster, the blank poster. It basically just gives you a chance to either get the negative or the Polaroid when you get hit, so. Yeah, we'll hold on to the hookworm for now. I think it. What's interesting is that because of the way it works, it actually extends your vertical range. If you're firing horizontally, that variance there on those shapes, reaching out from past the middle line of where Tech 2 would normally be firing, actually does increase the likelihood and shots efficiency of you hitting something because of Sacred Heart's homing ability. So it makes sense to hold on to hookworm is what I'm trying to get at. All right. See, this is a room that Tech 2, that this combo was built for. You can hit stuff that we don't even know exists in this room here and be fine. I don't know what hit me there. This Curse of Darkness is getting old. Back-to-back Curse of Darknesses here. I don't care about Forgotten Lullaby. I don't even know if it affects the charge time of Lil Monstro. About a 2-second. Okay. It does affect his charge time, but Hookworm is still just better. I mean, I could. You know what? I will smell Hookworm. Might as well. Now, if we can end up get, well, no, we can't get Incubus. Never mind. It's a double deal item. Let's say if we end up getting Incubus, that'd be nice, but it doesn't matter. Can we get this freaking room? Here's our item room here. It's going to be the virus, which is going to give us a much needed movement speed upgrade. But the thing is that we're still not gaining damage here. And it is a Street Bite. All right. And there's a Hierophant card. Man, if we had gotten Blank card, I'm gonna stash the Hierophant card for now, just because it is going to allow us to recover any HP that we may lose on something dumb like these spikes or these freaking spikes. Super Secret Room should be here. It is. Oh, well, I mean, there's always hope that we can get a spacebar item that's going to synergize here with Bethany's passive. If it all else fails, we can still use it to just pump. Let me get down. I like this rapid firing little Monstro here. Wow, they just had to destroy our ground. They hate us because they hate us because they ain't us. Yeah, so we gotta go Polaroid here. Uncle Holy Water. Yeah. Wait. I didn't see the other ones. Ooh, Skinny on Mushroom. But the thing is that our primary source of damage is Tech 2, and that's not affected by Tears Raid. So it doesn't look like we're going to get any significant damage upgrades other than Sacred Heart. And whenever Purity decides to hook us up. Gonna go over here. They blocked there by Hallowed Ground, although we just took damage there. So yeah, no more Angel Deals. Oh boy! All right, it's starting to get a little iffy here because we still don't have any HP generator to go with Bethany's passive. Glad we got movement speed, but yeah, we need to not take any damage, and just even at a full rack of hearts, I'm gonna be a little bit worried here. We've got 17 bombs, so I could, in theory, maybe trade for a soul heart or two. We get lucky. Skull Monty could also pay out with a heart. Again, if anything, we're banking up our charges for. Let me get down. Refuse. Hey, there we go. Right now, we do have the damage upgrade from Purity, so as long as we don't get hit, we can maintain it. Just try to throw 4 Globins on us. Look at that. Look at Hookworm going around the obstacles there. That's kind of what I was talking about with that, with the whole wraparound property that is Hookworm, and plus the homing properties of Sacred Heart. Secret Room might be here. We need to save some bombs from Mother, though. I don't know what this could be that I would want. Diamonds. Yeah. Not better than a Hierophant card. Okay. Gotta be here now, right? Really? Okay. Done looking for secret rooms unless I know for sure it's there. Or if we get more bombs. Okay. I know that the super secret room is here now. Okay. Another Hierophant card would be nice. We get an Emperor card. Ooh, yeah. We gotta take that. Where is my Hierophant card? The Emperor card's gonna skip the next floor for us, essentially, and go straight to Mother. That may be a good or a bad thing. I'm not sure. But we need to get out of this fight unscathed, and it's gonna be Rot Gut. Easier said than done, unfortunately. Phase 1's okay. Phase 2, we got through. I do think it's lame that Hollow Ground just doesn't show up here. Room. Yeah, so we lost our Hierophant card. We do get Binky, which is going to give us one of our soul hearts back, and the final Angel deal. But we have no. It looks like she has two paper bags trying to escape her. Her hair. Yeah, I mean, taking the Emperor card is a no-brainer here. Now, what we should do, just to make if we can maximize the amount of HP we have going into the Mother fight, that would be best. And that includes spending our money on Three Skull Monty. Because obviously I'm not going to play the Demon Judgment. Even though we have the Polar Invincibility, we can't take a devil deal anyway. As according to the rules. So it basically comes down to Three Skull Monty hopefully paying out with a decent amount of HP, if any, but it's gonna be a hard sell because he usually is pretty stingy. As was your chance, Monty. That was your chance. Okay, well, we got a little bit more money. Wondering why I'm firing, by the way. It's because I'm stopping the flies from getting to us. Monty, you've had 3 opportunities here, brother. Basically, I watched that one. I tracked that one with my eyes. I didn't watch that one. Okay, still going. One more. Okay, we can't spend any more bombs on that. Yeah, we've already in there. Yeah, I think that this is it. I think we're at full build here. We could try to look for a tinted rock. Yeah, we got more hearts. More hearts means more uses of let me get down. There is a tinted rock in here, so that was definitely worth it if we get a soul heart. Oh, it's a double tinted rock. This is saying that the secret room is below here, but I don't believe that. Yeah, it can't be there. Whatever. I'm over it. Let's do it. Here we go. So we don't have to play lights out, but we have to play well here. Having the Polaroid is going to help out a lot, obviously. Sacred Heart obviously as well. There goes our, fortunately there goes our bonus damage. There goes Hallowed Ground. Yeah, see, this is not playing well. This is us getting hit for lots and lots and lots of damage. I think we got Libra. Oh, she tricked me. Trying to do constant damage here. Using all of our wisps from Let Me Get Down. She's doing pretty much the worst attacks that we're not gonna be good at. She does go down. She took a little bit of a pot shot there, lost fly. That was good enough to distract her. And that was a little bit scary there. Like I said, we don't have to play perfect, but we got to play better than that. And thankfully, it was enough to get my mother. And the first day of Sacred Heart Randomizer Week is in the books. Thank you for watching, everyone. One final time, thank you for making this like streak possible. Remember, if you want to get a head start on the next like streak, which I will announce in the coming days, make sure you click the like button on this video. And we're going to start counting it up here and hopefully go right on. In a perfect world, we would have 7 days of the like streak and then go right on into the next like streak goal. So thank you for watching, everyone. Have a great start to your brand new weeks here in the Mosh Pit. As always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like P. Catons, Yanis, Alvin Sheldon, and Christian Carter. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Invicta.